Hey, so let's talk about so Black and Teal Concepts. So you're there, and you know that this is now morphed into music promotion, and but you've got a ton of stuff going on locally too there in Shinston. I mean, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I mean it's really impressive what you guys have pulled off down there, or over there per se, depending on where you are. Help me guide how that then turns the corner into Born and Bred, and how all this kind of fits together today.
So, Born and Bred started in 2018 as in your living room.
Truth.
Yeah, we were all sitting there. I'd had the idea for a while. I had already floated the idea by a few of our friends that were in bands. But then the idea of how could we create a fundraiser or just something that, to do something different in the community came to be. And I said, hey, I've had this idea sitting here for a while. It's called Born and Bred, and it would just gather a bunch of musicians who I grew up with together on one stage. And then Jason Young from the Robinson Grand said to me, you should consider turning that into a concert series. So we launched the first concert series in the fall of 2019. We had the second one planned for the spring of 2020. And as you know, that was not a good year to plan
A
anything.
couple things happened that year.
Yeah. And so the festival actually uh, the concert series sat dormant for a few years. And that same Jason Young from the Robinson Grand reached out to me and said, hey, what do you think about housing the Born and Bred concert series at the Robinson Grand and making it more of a statewide venture versus just focusing on Grafton artists? And obviously, I love that idea. And so we had our first one in the fall of 2022. We've already had one in 2023. We will have two more concert series by the end of this year. But then I was kind of a little bit, I don't want to say hands off, but I had to back out of that a little bit just because of all of my responsibilities with the city of Shinston that were taking a lot of time for me as I was getting that under my belt. And I didn't have time to focus multiple places at once. And my business partner, Maria Cusack, and we were approached by a couple of gentlemen about possibility of starting an online news site where we would be basically building their website, getting their advertising, doing all the writing for somebody else and making them money. And we realized, wait, we can build the website, we can do the advertising, we can do the writing and make the money for ourselves. But what topic what do we want to cover? And it came to mind that there's no music publication focused on the state of West Virginia. And we already have a great name in Born and Bred. And so we ran with that and turned Born and Bred into a music magazine. And that's how we got to where we are at.